So I'm excited this morning because what I'm about to share with you is one of my mom's family recipes. And I know that honestly, out there that there's probably a lot of people who has made this before. And I looked it up on YouTube to see if calico beans actually is a thing. And calico beans is a thing. It isn't something that my mom made up the name on or anything like that. So I'm going to tell you what all of our ingredients is that we're going to be using. I probably will do some editing so you don't have to watch me cut up and slice all the onions and things like that, because it'll take a little time to do all this. And I want you to see what all the ingredients is. I'm pulling the out for you right now. And that way I can tell you what you're going to need ahead of time to make this recipe, so that way you can stop the video, run to the grocery store, get what you need, what you don't have, type of thing. So I'm going to add a couple little different things to mine than what my mom does. And the reason why is, you know, family recipes are great. Sometimes you want to stick to the actual family recipe and make it directly the way it's made, like I did my mom's lemon cake. But then other times, sometimes it's more fun if you kind of do a little tweak and make it your own. For example, my mom uses little hot dogs or little wiener things. Mini wiener things is what she puts in her calico beans. Found out my sister, the meat that she likes to use is 1 pound of bacon. So there's 2 choices on meats that you can use that's different from what I'm going to use today. I have chosen to use a Farmlands hickory smoked ham. I want to do ham because ham always goes good with beans, correct? So we're going to use ham. So that's the first ingredient. You got to have your meat. You're going to need brown sugar. You're going to need mustard. You're supposed to use 3 to 4 onions. I'm only using 2 because these things are kind of big. Okay. And then you're going to use, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of crushed pineapple. I don't want the pineapple to overpower it. Okay. You're supposed to use molasses. Instead of molasses, I'm going to use honey. You're supposed to use vinegar as a substitute for vinegar, because I never cook with vinegar. I never have vinegar in my house. So I'd rather use something that I normally would buy so that I know it gets used up, instead of something that maybe I would buy and then I'd only use it for one recipe and then it would sit in my cupboard maybe for a year or 2 because I don't use it again. So I'm using lemon juice instead of vinegar. So if you don't have white vinegar at home, do not fret. Lemon juice is a great substitute, okay? All right. So these are called calico beans or cowboy beans. And so that means that you use a variety of beans in there. So you want to use pork and beans. Use whatever brand you are comfortable with. I always give in camp. Right now I'm setting you up. And then, like I said, I won't make you see all the boring parts. You're going to need butter beans. Pinto beans. Kidney beans. Lima beans. And I'm adding something different. We're going to see how much of this fits in the crock pot, because I'm hoping it all fit in. Actually, that is 4 pounds of meat, not 1 pound of meat. So I'm adding a lot more meat than you're supposed to. And then this, and I decided to make it my own again. I'm adding Bush's baked beans. Okay? Who don't like Bush's baked beans? I know there's people out there that probably don't, but yeah. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. The first thing I got to do is I got to dice my ham. Stay up there. Okay, and then everything's going to fall. So I got to dice my ham. Okay, and I got to cut and slice my onions. So we're going to stop this for a minute, and then I will help and let you see me put it all together so you know how much of lemon juice, how much of the honey, and all the other, and the mustard and all the other ingredients that we need to use, how much of it I need to put in, and that you personally will need to put in. You're supposed to use molasses. So if you're a person out there that likes molasses, go for it. Me and my hubby aren't into molasses, but we love honey. So we're substituting honey for molasses. Just, I think I forgot to say that at the beginning. So just FYI. So like I said, tweak your recipes. Make them however you want to make them. You're supposed to use dried mustard, a tablespoon of dried mustard. No, why would I use that when I have this, right? Okay, so always get creative with your recipes. Don't ever be afraid to try something different. And if you hate it, you know next time to make it different. Am I correct? Okay, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm at 900 subscribers. Please help me. I'm 100 away from hitting 1,000, and any YouTuber out there will tell you that's a huge milestone, huge milestone. Pay attention to my channel. Pay attention to how many videos is on my channel. I've been working my butt off for this, so please help me out. You know, share my videos with, and that you see that you think Pete and your friends and family would like, and help me get up there. Help me hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. And let's get this started. I'm going to stop for now, and then you'll see me here in a few minutes, okay? Thank you so much for watching me today. I had to come on and show you real quick. My husband and I's favorite onions are purple onions. This is not a white onion. This is a purple onion. I prefer purple onions or Vandalia onions to cook with. So I'm starting my onions. You need to take the onions and cook them in a skillet until they're clear, okay, to make the cooking go a little faster in the crock pot. And I'm putting a little capful of olive oil in there. I know that, you know, it'll be onion juices, so we really don't need to do that. And another little tip is that onions have a tendency, I figured I'd come on and say this too, just as FYI, onions have a bad habit of soaking up and absorbing all the flavor. So one thing my mom had taught me to do is you always want to put salt in with your onions. So when you're cooking with onions, you want to sprinkle salt on them. That kind of helps prevent them from absorbing all of the flavors, and then that way you have an onion flavor, but that way it's not all the flavor of all the other ingredients isn't just in the onions. So as I'm putting this in, and I got the fire on high because I'm trying to get this done fast, this part done quickly because I am on vacation and I slept in late, and I really want this to be ready for dinner when my husband comes home. So I'm trying to kind of push this along a little faster. It's good. But when I'm done, what I do is I just take the salt shaker as I'm going to go, and I'm just going to keep sprinkling the onion with salt. Just wanted to give you that tip. Now my onions are caramelized, my meat is diced. I am ready to put all this ingredients in the crock pot and then show you how to put it together. So first of all, I have the caramelized onions, and I have some of the meat in here because of how much meat there is. So we're going to do this. I'm going to put these on the bottom of the pan. Even though I got the onions caramelized good and everything like that, I still need, I like caramelized onions better than I don't know why. So instead of just making them until they're clear, I caramelize them with a little olive oil, as you've seen at the beginning. So first thing I'm going to do is get this mixed in. Okay. I have a ton of meat, guys. So this is going to go up very quick. So we'll cook down, but it'll go up very quick. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, my idea is this, because I'm using pineapple, only using a little bit of it, but I'm going to make it so that it's enough to cover the top of the pan. So, here we go, first tablespoon, and I'm going to kind of take it and spread it over the top. Because at the beginning, I'm not going to mix as much, I'm going to just kind of let the flavors just sit there, and then as the day wears on, I'm going to keep stirring it So it looks like I'm using a good amount of pineapple. All right, we're stopping right there. I think I used 4 tablespoons of pineapple. I spread it across the top of the ham because I want the ham and the pineapple flavor to mix together really good. I mean, that sounds weird, but yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna add all my beans so that way you remember what beans I have to use for my recipe. I'm gonna tell you what I'm putting in each time that I do it, so it helps you remember. So we're gonna put in lima beans, pinto beans, and I probably lied. I probably am gonna stir it. I probably should. Okay, so then we're going to put in the baby butter beans. Ah! And when I cook, I always make messes. It's just my thing. If you ever see me cook and not make a mess somehow, then you might want to take my temperature because something's wrong. Okay, light red kidney beans. I just called for kidney beans. I didn't call for light red, but they had white. They had different kinds, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to go with the light red. I don't know why that one sounded better to me, so that's what I went with. So here goes the pork and beans. And canned pork and beans. It looks like it needs a little help. I really hope this turns out good. This is my very, very, very first time making it, and I'm sharing it with my in-laws. I haven't cooked for them in a long time, but you've seen previous videos. My father-in-law cooks all the time, and right now they both are kind of under the weather. Don't worry, it's just a virus. It's not the, lot going around. So they're okay. So anyone who sees this, please don't worry about them. They're fine. It's just, my sister's a CNA, so she gets tested immediately if she even has a slight sniffle. So trust me. And anyone in her household has it too, because she works in an assisted living home and she's the only nurse at night. So it could be a huge problem if she gets really sick. So they keep track of them pretty good there because of that. Because you got to keep the residents safe. Oh yeah, this baby is filling up. Woo! I'm gonna have more than enough to share. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to sharing this with my in-laws. I can't wait. I hope Susie and they'll really like this. And I haven't decided what to put the video on, but who knows, I might put it on today. Ooh, and then okay, these I'm gonna bring them just a bit. That is too much liquid. I know you need some liquid, and since I caramelized the onions, you're not going to make as much liquid, but guess what? There's water inside these beans, so as it cooks down, there will be liquid that will be added, so I don't want an over amount of liquid. But, okay. I managed to get all the ingredients in here. I didn't know if they would all fit, but it did. So I'm excited. Because now I gotta add the flavoring. Okay. You guys ready? I have it on my phone because my sister sent it to me. So we are going to finish this and then I will do a video for you later so you can see what it looks like all done. I've been wanting to for years make my mom's calico beans. And I don't know, it's like my YouTube has given me the courage to do more than just do workouts and teach workouts, which took a lot of courage for me too. People don't realize that, as a kid I loved being in front of the camera and I do not mind my picture taken, stuff like that. But to be where I know a lot of people are watching my videos is a little bit different story. So, YouTube has taught me not only to be tech savvy, but get out of my comfort zone. And it's making me come up with new ideas and try things that probably I normally wouldn't do. Like doing this. I don't consider myself a very good cook. Just don't. So I don't really like to cook or share my cooking with people. And yeah, so this is something new for me, doing all this. That I've been, every time I do recipes for you, just know that it's out of my comfort zone. I do it more for my mom than for myself, because she likes my cooking videos. Okay, so I got all that in. Now I need 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of mustard. So let's go, baby. Let's get this finished so we can get this cooking. Ooh. Okay, 1 tablespoon of mustard right there. I don't know. I'm gonna use that bowl. I'm gonna bring it to you so you can see. 1 tablespoon mustard. Going in. Okay. Oh, yum. I like mustard just period. Don't mind me. Okay. I'm weird. I know. I'm sorry. You will probably like grossing out right now. Okay. 1/2 cup of lemon juice. So what we're going to do is we're going to get... This is 1/2 cup, so this is perfect. Here we go. Time to make a mess. Woo! 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 Okay. I'm being goofy. Please just ignore me. I know I'm a goofy person. I can't help it. It's just my nature. And it doesn't say it has to be packed down. Sometimes it'll say pack down. Well, I always pack it down. It's just my way. I'm adding a little extra, honestly, because why? I'm making this with an extra can of beans, and I'm making it with, so I added probably a little more mustard than I needed to as well. Have you seen how rounded that was? So I'm going to put 1 handful of brown sugar, and I'm sprinkling it on the top just like this, because I have added 4 pounds of meat instead of 1 pound of meat. Okay? And I'm adding 1 extra can of beans that was not in the recipe, which is baked beans, which is kind of sweet on its own. But it still makes me nervous because I feel like, although I did cut down on the onions, that's weird. I must have a cut on the side of my hand that I didn't know about because that's done. There's lemon juice on the side of the thing. Okay, that was just weird. Sorry, weird feeling for a second. Nothing to be alarmed about. I just wasn't expecting that. And so 1/2 cup of vinegar. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this without making a huge mess. Now this is where the juice part's going to come in. Alright, there we go. And I did the mustard. All I have left now, looks like, is in the molasses. 1 tablespoon of molasses. So, 1 tablespoon of honey. There we go. And then you guys, I'm going to conclude this part of the video. And you'll get to see on the flip side when it's all done. I'll take a picture. Hopefully, sometimes I forget to put the pictures in. Hopefully I don't forget. So you guys can see. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to add a little bit extra honey. Again, it's because 4 pounds of meat. I know I'm new and doing the pineapple, which will give it a little bit of sweetness too. Alright, you guys. I'm going to stir it up and I'll take a good picture of it. All of the ingredients are officially in. I just got to get it all stirred up good and let it cook. I've already been heating up the crock pot on high, so it's going to continue to cook all day long on high. Because my husband gets up at 4 and it's 11 o'clock. So I'll make sure everything's done and ready for him to eat. I'm going to have him run a little bit over to my in-laws so that they can have something to try. And I hope that they like it. I haven't cooked for them in forever. I'm hoping this turns out really good. So I'll see you on the flip side when I show you what it looks like finished, show you how to do portion control with this meal, and we will taste test it together. Have a great day. See you in a little bit. There's one more thing I wanted to add into this that I forgot to tell you about. This is mild, and this is Sweet Wolfie Bell. I'm gonna add this into it. It's kind of a bell peppery taste, and I have hardly any of it left, so it's going to be about a tablespoonful is all I'm adding in here. Looks like about 2 tablespoons full of Sean in the Pack's Sweet Wolfie Bell. So I want it to be mild because my father-in-law doesn't like hot stuff, so it's got to be a mild one. One more thing, I figure since we're having a bean dish, it's kind of like a ham and bean dish, right? So I'm fixing this cornbread to go with it, and I'm kind of mixing it with these two. And so you can see what I'm doing right here. I'm using Famous Dave's jalapeno cornbread mixed with Krusty's honey cornbread, so that it takes the kick down a little bit, so my father-in-law still can enjoy the cornbread, and I'm making go with these. So I'm oiling pans now with coconut oil. I'm not going to show you making the cornbread, but I just thought I'd add in there that I am making cornbread to go with it. Hey guys, my hubby should be home anytime now. He's going to take a portion of it over to my in-laws, but here's what it looks like all finished. I already did a taste test on it, and it tastes really good. Only thing that I felt needed added to it was a little bit of seasoning salt, so I did about 4 or 5 shakes of seasoning salt, stirred it in, tasted it again, and it was perfect for me. I have bad sinuses, had since I was little, so unfortunately my smeller has been ruined, and I can't smell things very good, like our lilac bush. I can't smell the smell of roses, no matter how pretty they smell or how strong they are. I can't smell them. So I'm just being honest. I tell my husband when he buys cologne to buy it for himself because I can't smell it. So it's just, you know. So anyway, this is what it looks like. And you can see the caramelized, the black is the caramelized onions. And it's all done and ready to eat. Like I told you before, I was going to show you what to do. Portion control. Portion control. Here's a cup, 8 ounces, maybe a little over. So I'm just showing this to you. You're going to fill this cup right here to about here. You want to eat about half a cup of this. Fix your favorite vegetable, whether it's Brussels sprouts, whether it's you want fresh vegetables to crunch on, like asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, you know. You want a nice side salad, green beans on the side. Green beans you could put on the side, or you can throw them in with the cowboy calico beans, no problem. That's things that you want to put on the side along with it. And then you're going to cut yourself a very small sliver of cornbread, and you're putting it in the bottom of the cup or in the bottom of your bowl. So you could use a bowl and then fill a cup to halfway up, or a measuring cup to halfway, 1/2 measuring cup. And then you take your cornbread, put it on the bottom, throw it in. If you like your cornbread, throw it and crumbled on top. I like my cornbread on the bottom. My hubby likes it on the top. So however you like it. And just make sure you make a small piece. Oh, right now it's wanting to crumble a lot, but anyway, make a small piece about this size to put in the bottom of your bowl if you're doing portion control and calorie counting, and then you will be ready for your dinner. Whatever you do, keep moving, keep eating healthy, don't ever give up. Thank you for joining me today. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, only 100 away. Please help me hit my 1,000 subscriber mark. It would be so awesome. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see if I can actually hit it or if I don't hit it. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching me, supporting me. I love all of my supporters, my subscribers, and my viewers. Make sure you check me out on my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook as well. And have a wonderful day. I hope this got you hungry and you are ready to